Hey guys, it's DPS Xbox Gamer here. I'm back, and I do want to apologize to all my viewers for the reason why I haven't made any videos. I haven't made any videos in the past couple of weeks is because I just moved into my new apartment. So I have been in the whole transitioning of moving, so it kind of put me in a little bit of a state where I didn't have time. But now that I'm starting to get fully situated into my apartment, I felt like this is the perfect time to start making some videos again. For the month of March, got quite a bit of some pickups. I do want to show these off. I do have some from February, but it's not really much, but I threw them in here because I had like one or two things. But yeah, let's get right into the pickups. I'm going to show off the non-gaming things first. So the first thing I got here is a pop figure. I am very huge into pop collecting. When I saw this, I had to pick it up. This cartoon in particular is something that, one of the better 90s cartoons. And I got a Helga Pataki pop figure from Hey Arnold. Yeah, when I saw this, I had to pick it up. This $8.98 was actually the price I got it for. I got it from GameStop. But yeah, Helga Pataki pop figure. And you should check out Hey Arnold if you're from the 90s. You are probably going to remember that. If not, you're not from the 90s. You're doing a crime, and you should still watch Hey Arnold. This here is a DVD I got from Walmart. I paid $3.74 for it, and that is the Dragon Ball Z 7 Best Fights. For the past couple of weeks, I've been getting heavily back into Dragon Ball Z because of my two friends, Nintendo Paul and Christian Curtis. You guys rock. Just a quick shout out for you guys. And yeah, so when I saw this, I had to pick it up because a lot of these fights I do remember growing up. And one of my favorite fights of all time being Gohan versus Cell was on this DVD. So I had to pick it up just to watch that. But yeah, Dragon Ball Z 7 Best Fights. This here I got from Best Buy. This was, I believe, $25. The reason why I got this is because this is one of my favorite animated movies of all time. And I also have a lot of sentimental value with this, or this movie gives me a lot of sentimental value because a few years ago, my uncle used to live with me back when I was living with my mom. And I remember we were watching this movie together, and we talked a lot about it, and he used to tell me that he actually remembers seeing this movie when it first came out, and he was actually a huge fan of it. Unfortunately, my uncle passed away, so this what gives the movie to me like more of a sentimental value because of that. And that movie is Akira. I got the limited edition steelbook yeah, when I saw this, I had to pick it up just because, again, one, Akira is one of my favorite movies, and two, just because it has the sentimental value with my uncle. If you haven't seen Akira, I do highly recommend watching it. It's a very good movie. It's on Hulu and Funimation, so if anyone has the chance, I highly recommend watching this movie. This movie is absolutely amazing. But yeah, Akira. Blu-ray DVD combo limited edition. I'm gonna now get into the accessories that I've gotten here, and the first thing I have here is the D-pad Joy-Con for the Nintendo Switch. I got this for $25 at Target. This actually is pretty interesting. I actually highly enjoy using this, especially when I've been playing a lot of platformers and 2D games. I've been playing a lot of Shovel Knight with this. This is actually a very good replacement for, not really replacement, what's the word I'm trying to use? But a nice, I guess supplement is a good term, for playing like a lot of 2D games, platformers, anything of that nature because of the D-pad. The traditional Joy-Con with just the 4 directional buttons isn't really all that great for those type of games, but this works very well with it. This isn't meant for a replacement of that Joy-Con, but more of an addition to your Switch. So again, when I saw this, I had to pick it up, and it's Zelda themed, so why not? And I'm pretty sure this is actually going to work well with the Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening remake, and this would actually come very well with it. But yeah, the Legend of Zelda Joy-Con D-pad, yeah, worth getting. This here I got from Walgreens. My wife happens to work at Walgreens, so one day I was just picking her up from work, and I just happened to see this, and I wanted to buy it. This was $30 originally, but with her discount, I got it for $22. And I got the little Galaga arcade machine. This is more than likely going to stay in the box. What's going to happen is when I get my little game corner situated, this is going to be in it, just more or less just to show it off. But yeah, can't really say much about it because it's going to stay in the box. But yeah, Galaga mini arcade machine, $30, worth picking up, especially if you're heavily into collecting. So now I have a couple Xbox One games. This one I've had it in the past, ended up selling it, ended up just picking it up again because I've been in the mood to play it, and that is Gears of War 4. I absolutely love the Gear series. The Gear series is what made me get an Xbox to begin with. And yeah, Gears of War, great series. Got this more or less just to play Horde in the multiplayer, and I have been playing it for the past couple of days. So yeah, Gears of War 4, great game. When Gears 5 comes out, you already know I'm getting it. Oh, that was supposed to fall. This next game here, it's also an Xbox One game. This series, it's one of my favorite fighting game series of all time, and that is Killer Instinct. I got this at GameStop for, I believe, $11.99, and the reason why I picked it up is, one, again, heavily into Killer Instinct. Cool thing about this is, so there is a code in here for TJ Combo for Season 2, and surprisingly, the code worked. So I'm actually kind of happy about that. Cool thing about Killer Instinct is the very first time I played it on the Xbox One a couple years ago, it evolved a lot and is completely different now. I'm actually might be doing a review of this game relatively soon. It's just a matter of when. Just because the game has changed a lot within the past couple of years, and it's, kind of got me an interest of, start to do reviews. But yeah, Killer Instinct Combo Edition, great fighting game. Again, I highly recommend picking it up. It's dirt cheap, but you could also play the free version, but it has rotating characters, and I kind of got tired of that, so that's the reason why I picked up the Combo Breaker Edition. But yeah, Killer Instinct, great game. So now I'm going to show you guys some 360 games that I got. GameStop was doing a 4 for $10 deal. These I saw I just wanted to pick up. These 4 in particular I haven't played, but I just grabbed them because, again, they were cheap. The first game here that I got is The Darkness 2. I played the first one back on PS3 years ago, and I actually enjoyed it. The second game, I haven't seen much of it, but I did have an interest of playing it. So when I saw it part of that 4 for $10, I was like, why not get it? So it's just a matter of when I'm going to play it, but I also hear the game is relatively short. So this kind of fits better for me for when I actually play it, because I do work full time, and sometimes I just don't have enough time to sit down and play as much as I used to. But this game, I'm going to be playing this relatively soon. But yeah, The Darkness 2 for the Xbox 360. This game here I also got because I have, when the series came out free for Games for Gold, I got the first one and the third one, and I kind of missed out on the second game. I've actually played the first game, absolutely enjoyed it. The third game, didn't play much of it, but I didn't really enjoy it as much. But the second game, I really wanted to play, just never had the chance to. So for that 4 for $10 deal, had to pick it up, and that game is Dead Space 2. My friend C Stove, great guy, check him out. I believe he platinumed the first Dead Space, but he's very into Dead Space. So I had to pick up Dead Space 2. Again, same thing like The Darkness. It's not that crazy long of a game, but I do want to play it. I just need to make time for it. But yeah, can't really speak much of it, of a game I haven't really played. But yeah, I am going to give it time. So Dead Space 2 for the Xbox 360. This game here, I have played Inquisition and the second one. Didn't complete them, but I played, a little bit of it. And when I saw this, I kind of had to pick it up, and that is Dragon Age Origins. Didn't really play Origins much, but I do want to get into it. So I just picked it up. I am going to give it a chance relatively soon, but, can't really, again, speak much of a game that I haven't really played. But from what I've seen, the game looks relatively fun. If it's just like Inquisition, can't really complain. So, yeah, Dragon Age Origins. So this game here, the reason why I got it, for that 4 for 10 deal. And believe it or not, I actually already own this game because it's part of the Halo Master Chief Collection, and I actually did not know about it. And that game is Halo 3 ODST. I've actually played Halos 1, 2, and 3. I played a smidge of 4, didn't touch 5, and Halo 3 ODST I didn't play at all, but I heard the campaign of it is actually pretty good. So when I saw it, I was like, might as well get it. But I'm actually going to play it, give the campaign a chance. Again, can't speak much of it, but yeah, Halo 3 ODST. Okay. This game here, reason why I picked it up because my wife and I have been playing a lot of games together for the past couple of months. We've actually played the Kingdom Hearts series together. We're still currently playing Kingdom Hearts 3. We've also played Persona 5 together. And my wife told me that she wanted to get into Final Fantasy, but she wanted to play a Final Fantasy game with a female protagonist. And the first thing that came to my mind was Final Fantasy 13. So I ended up picking up Final Fantasy 13 for the Xbox 360 and the PS3, so we both can play. To me personally, I'm not a huge fan of Final Fantasy 13. I played it once, and I thought it was meh. But, my wife wanted to play it with me, so this is the reason why I picked it up. So if I play it again, it's probably going to give me more of an appreciation for it. It's just a matter of, if I'm going to enjoy it or not. But more than likely I will, because, it's something to make memories with my wife. So, yeah, that's more or less the reason why I picked it up. So, yeah, got Final Fantasy 13 for the PS3 and Xbox 360. I also had a gift card from GameStop, and I ended up picking this up because there was nothing that I really caught my interest at that time. So I decided to use it then, and I ended up getting Final Fantasy 13 2. Yeah, nothing really much to say about it. I did play it on the PS3, got about halfway and gave up because I got stuck. But that was really it. But, after I beat 13, I'm probably going to want to play 13 2, because 13 I finished. 13 2 I didn't finish, and Lightning Returns I did finish. But, I probably am going to want to at least complete this series entirely, so I did pick up 13 2. So yeah, Final Fantasy 13 2. This game here, I am actually a huge fan of Studio Ghibli. They've made this, I would have to say, my favorite movie of all time, being Spirited Away. I played the demo for this game a few years ago and absolutely enjoyed it. And I've always wanted to get the game itself, but never really had... what I could say this. I never really had the... Okay, what's the best way? Okay, so I've always had the intentions of playing it, but every time I was like, hey, I'm going to get it, something came and took my attention from it. But once I saw this, I had to pick it up, and I got Ni no Kuni, Wrath of the White Witch. Yeah, again, I'm heavily into Studio Ghibli, so that's one of the major reasons why I picked it up. And from what I've heard, it's also a great RPG. If I'm not mistaken, I believe C-Stove also platinumed this game. Corey, another shout out for you. But yeah, I really want to play this game, so yeah, Ni no Kuni, Wrath of the White Witch. Okay, a few more things. So this game I got is a Nintendo Switch game. I picked this up from Best Buy a few days ago. The reason why I got this is because I am a huge fan of this game. I've played it on the PS4 and got the platinum for it. So when I saw this game was actually coming out for the Switch in a physical edition, mind you, I really wanted to pick it up, and that game is Undertale. Undertale is actually a very, very good game. I have the soundtrack on my phone. Absolutely great game. I do like RPGs like this where you make your own decisions. The way how you play determines the story. I love games like that, and Undertale did it very, very well. So when I saw this, I had to pick it up. So yeah, Undertale for the Nintendo Switch. And if you haven't played Undertale, you really should give it a try. It's not expensive at all. It's like 15 bucks if you buy it digitally. This game here, I saw it in a Redbox. I normally don't buy games from Redboxes, but this game I really wanted to play. And for the price that they were offering, it's way cheaper than even at GameStop. So when I saw this, I had to pick it up. So I'm in a group on Facebook called Games Club, and every month we pick a game that we play and discuss about it. This month was Tomb Raider, and I've played the reboot Tomb Raider back in 2013, and I played that game so many times that to the point where I just didn't want to play it, so I kind of passed on it. But I did play Rise of the Tomb Raider and absolutely enjoyed it. And the game that I got is Shadow of the Tomb Raider. This game I've really, really wanted to play because, again, I played the first one and Rise of the Tomb Raider. And Shadow of the Tomb Raider I heard was really good. I got this from the Redbox for 20 bucks. 20 bucks, and the game at GameStop, if I'm not mistaken, is still running close to 40. So when I saw this, I had to pick it up, and yeah, can't really complain about it. So I saw this, had to pick it up. So yeah, Shadow of the Tomb Raider. I'm probably gonna get the case for it relatively soon. It's just a matter of when and how. But yeah. Okay. This game here is a fighting game. I'm heavily a fan of the anime, and I am talking about My Hero Academia. The reason why I got this game, because again, heavily into the anime, and I got My Hero One's Justice for a fighting game, for an arena fighter. It's actually pretty good. I can't really complain much about it, but I would say it's not as polished and not as fluid as like the Naruto Ninja Storm games, but for what it is, it's still pretty fun. I can't really complain about it. But yeah, My Hero One's Justice, good game. This game here just came out a few weeks ago, and I will have to say this has been the game I've been playing the most for the past couple of weeks, and I can't say anything bad about it. The game is that good, and that is Devil May Cry 5. I ended up getting the physical edition standard, but I ended up getting the deluxe edition upgrade. This game is great. It's absolutely amazing. I do recommend anyone that if you do get into Devil May Cry, get the entire collection. For the PS4 is like 20 bucks if you get the Devil May Cry collection. And Devil May Cry 5 is such a good game. I highly recommend you guys getting it. But yeah, I beat the game once already. I'm doing a second playthrough on Son of Sparta difficulty. I do want to get the platinum for it. I highly doubt I will, seeing how the game is a 10 out of 10 platinum difficulty, but games like that haven't really stopped me because I do have one 10 out of 10 platinum, so could try it, see what happens. But yeah, Devil May Cry 5 for the PS4. And I should have showed this with my non-gaming related stuff, but this I did pick up, and I will be using this for like video editing and things like that. But I also use this more because I really needed a very good laptop, and I got a MacBook Air 2017 model, and yeah, great MacBook. Absolutely love it. I will be using this for a lot of video editing once I figure out how to. But yeah, really enjoy this MacBook. Haven't had any problems with it whatsoever. But yeah, got my MacBook Air 2017 model. So yeah, guys, that is all my pickups that I have gotten for the past couple of weeks. Once I get my whole apartment situated, I'm probably gonna do like a little apartment tour, and do expect that Killer Instinct review coming up relatively soon. So yeah, guys, it's the PS Xbox Gamer here signing out, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.